about AC, clean water. Say it with me. AC and clean water. One more time. AC and clean water. That's it. That's it. Basic needs.
I got a call from some of the inmates that I support, and they had said that there was a peaceful protest that was going down because they were being denied access to clean water, showers, food, and they had prior been on lockdown for 2 days, and they just couldn't go back inside of that cell. This is a peaceful protest. They didn't take any of the staff or the officers hostage. They only want their human rights. They are tired of living in inhumane conditions. This is their chance to stand up and let the world know exactly what Minnesota prisons are doing to the inmates.
Free Marvin Hayes! Free Marvin Hayes! Free Marvin Hayes! Free Marvin Hayes!
So my brother is Marvin Hayes, who has been wrongfully incarcerated for the last 19 years. Minneapolis police stole him from my family in 2004. He is currently serving a life sentence right here at this prison, Stillwater.
My fiance, Cornelius Jackson, is serving time for a crime he didn't commit. He's been down for 18 long years so far, and he's currently housed in Stillwater. The last time I talked to him was Friday, and he already knew that they were going on a modified lockdown, but they were expected to come out for at least an hour each day, and they haven't even been letting them out for that. They got SWATs going in there. They're not bringing in no cold water or nothing to the inmates. They're going in there to fucking harass them. Harass the people that are already in there under duress. Like, what is, I just don't understand this. Y'all got all of these emergency evacuation team or whatever out here for the COs. They're the ones in there under air with cold ice water. But my man is sitting in his cell on one of the top galleys and they're hot as fuck.
Sorry about that.
Lord, I pray to God everything's okay. But again, we wouldn't know. They don't let us know anything about them.
It was a few months ago, it was reported that the heat waves in Texas were so maddening, so hot, that the inmates took to protest against the water that was going through their system. They took the protest to no air conditioning going through their system. And I took a step back and I said, wow, Texas is really messed up. Governor Abbott is really crazy, man. He's got some razor wire on the border. That man's out of control. What's happening here?
Same thing.
You all sit here and you interview elected officials and how they pride themselves on being so liberal and progressive, but this is the same shit going on here that's going on in Texas. So how are you gonna tell me that Paul Schnell is progressive? How are you gonna tell me Tim Walz resolved it? That man just tweeted, I'm happy that they resolved it on B East. Tell me what's been resolved.
We have a staffing crisis in every prison in Minnesota. We have modified lockdowns becoming the new normal in every prison in Minnesota, and that is a humanitarian crisis. What they're not telling you, though, is that the Department of Corrections and the Commissioner Paul Schnell has the authority to release more low-risk people today that are in this prison today.
Wow.
There are over 1,400 people who are low risk according to the Department of Corrections and qualify for the work release program. There is 1,245 people in this prison today.
Wow.
So if we have a staffing crisis, you can address the staffing crisis by letting people home for good.
What do we want?
Early release!
What do we want?
Now!
And the commissioner says, oh, the water's clean, we promise you. But they've never allowed an independent investigation to come in and test that water.
Tell that.
So you can say it, but you talk to the guards, you talk to the people in prison, which we do both, and they'll tell you they can get you a gallon of brown water if they wanted to. So there needs to be an independent investigation, and we need to stop the Commissioner of Corrections from spinning everything to mean something else. And we already have people in prison who are standing up very peacefully, very respectfully, and doing what they have to do, because the grievance system is a joke. There's no way for people to express concerns in this whole system. There's no way that people in prison are actually listened to. And so they have to do the extreme and risk their lives and risk segregation and risk SWAT teams coming in and doing who knows what to say you shouldn't put us in 100-degree rooms.